Okay. Hey guys, it's Cecilia here. I have tried 7 times to film this video and try and get it under 10 minutes. Each time I film, I'll ramble, but then it keeps getting shorter and shorter. So, let's get down to what this video is about. I wanted to record a video today because I wanted to update my channel because I haven't posted anything since I think March, since my grade tutorial. And due to recent events on my social media specifically, it has gotten to the point where I actually need to get serious about my YouTube career, I guess is what you can call it. So, first thing is first, I don't know if many of you guys know or pay attention to my Twitter, but I currently live in Germany. I got asked to come out here in May. It was an opportunity that was given to me, and my parents and I thought that it would be a really, really good idea for me to come out here. I'm 18, so I think me coming out here fresh out of high school was a good idea. I was able to explore the world. I would be able to do all these things that, normal 18-year-olds don't have the opportunity to do. But due to my own personal reasons, I have decided that I need to come back to the United States. I live in California, so I will be obviously going back to California to my family and my home. I'm going to keep the personal reasons private to me, my family, and my really good friends, because just some things need to be kept private, and I just feel like those kind of things are a private matter that shouldn't be brought to the public's eye, if you're catching my drift. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So, yes, I'm here in Germany. That's why I'm coming back. So, now you guys know, and that is completely out of the way because that was a question that I've been getting for the last 4 months of why am I in Germany? Next, and I'm sorry if my laptop kind of shakes. It's on like pillows and I'm on my bed, and so I'm like moving a lot, and it's just, anyways. The next thing, I actually have pointers written down on my phone this time. The next thing I am going to talk about, okay, filming. So, a lot of people asked, due to the recent events, like I mentioned previously, what happened was I did a Galaxy makeup. It got quite a bit of attention within the first couple hours on Twitter, and then Lexi for Prez on Twitter retweeted it. That's when things started they literally exploded. Like, it went viral overnight is what I want. I think that's going viral overnight. Is 4,000 retweets and 7,000 favorites going viral. I think so. I'm not too sure, but hey, we'll just call it that. That's what I want to call it. Gives me a little confidence. And I gained 1,500 followers on Twitter. And my followers on Instagram tripled from 300 to almost 1,000. That's what happened. And so filming, I haven't been doing much, and I wasn't going to do until I got back out to California, because I left my camera that I used to film my other videos back home because I didn't think any of this would ever happen while I was out here in Germany. But considering that I have discovered that the camera on my laptop is a lot better than the one I have back home, I will actually film that Galaxy makeup while I am out here. I'm planning on doing it next week because I have the whole entire weekdays off. I have to work the weekend, but I have Monday through Friday off, and I can definitely bust out a tutorial in a week. That's totally something that is doable. So if you guys really, really want to see that on low quality, even though the camera that I had back home is still low quality, but if you guys want to see that as soon as possible, like, comment, you guys can even tweet me because I read all of your tweets. It may not seem like I do, but I do. And as for my burn tutorial that people have been asking me to do, I'm going to do that once I get back home, because the product that I used for my face, I am running really low on, and it's not as easily accessible out here in Germany. So once I get back home, I will purchase more of that, and I will film that for you guys maybe that Monday before Halloween, I think is what I will do, because I'll have that week to get settled in and stuff. So that brings me to another point. I don't want to film just one tutorial while I'm still out here. My plan is to do a fall look. I don't know if you guys wanted to see that. If you guys do, let me know. I will definitely film a fall look as well. So that's kind of the filming situation that I have planned. I hope you guys are interested in that. If you guys are, definitely let me know. That is a huge factor to me being motivated to actually do something. So there we go. As far as makeups posted to my social media, I do have a few in mind at the moment. I kind of play it week by week, just depending on what images inspire me, or like what ideas just randomly pop up in my head, because that's what happens. And most of the time they just I end up winging it. So we'll see what happens, which I really need to start condensing and having a schedule. But I will probably end up doing that once I get back to California. So now going into another question that I've been getting asked is how to get started in special effects, because apparently I have inspired a lot of people to do so. That really, really makes me happy to hear, because I never in a million years would think that people will get inspired by my work to actually do something. I think special effects makeup is cool, so to actually doing something cool, like I never thought people would be inspired to do that because of me. So to those people who have been asking me how to get started, the way I got started was I took a technical theater class in high school. I took 2 years of it. I took it my junior year and I took it my senior year. My junior year, I thought it was just regular technical theater, like, building sets and painting and stuff like that. But no, I got put in the costume and makeup class, and that's how I got started. I got taught how to do theatrical makeup. Like, it's called a painterly technique. Is like old age, and then it's like using creams to cast a shadow and highlight. It's like contouring and stuff like that. So I've learned how to do theatrical makeup. I was taught that, and I was taught special effects, but like the bare minimum and basics of special effects, like bruising, cuts, and how to manipulate shade and light in certain areas. That's what I've learned. The rest of my special effects, the rest of the special effects products and techniques and stuff that I use, I taught myself through YouTube tutorials. So that brings me to a point. That brings me to my next point. What I suggest is watching YouTube tutorials. Watch loads of them. My favorite ones to watch are from Glam and Gore and Made You Look. Those two artists are one of my favorite artists here on YouTube and also on Instagram. I found Mikey through Instagram at first, and then she started making tutorials. So then that's why I suggest her. She does a lot of stuff for beginners. She teaches you how to use common household items and products that you probably already have in your makeup kit to be able to create the things that she does. That's what I really liked about her, is that she was really, really helpful for beginners, because she was a beginner at one point. Everyone's a beginner at one point. So she just really helps with beginners, and so that's how I've gotten my knowledge on a lot of the stuff I do. Made You Look by Lex teaches you to use certain products, like Scar Wax and Third Degree. She teaches you how to do those too. So that's what I suggest watching first. once you have taught yourself and you want to explore in these certain products, or if you want to even learn how to do basic bruising, they teach you that too. Once you have learned these things, I suggest to go out and practice it and just do it. If you want to do something, I really highly suggest just getting started. You just have to throw yourself in there, and you just have to trust your abilities. That's a huge problem with me, is that I don't trust my abilities enough to expand. But lately, because I've been feeling the need to be more creative in my work, I have been learning to trust myself in coming up with concepts and designs that are completely original or inspired by a picture. So that's a huge thing, is just trusting yourself and being able to know that you will be able to do something like this. A huge thing as well is not only practicing and watching tutorials and stuff like that, is having a motivation. Having a motivation will really help you when it comes to something like this. Another thing with special effects is that people are afraid to do it. And I think people are afraid to do it is because it's so different than a beauty makeup. It's really different. But the way that the same concepts apply to beauty makeup and special effects, like they kind of cross over. But of course, beauty is pretty, and special effects can either be really scary and really creepy and really disgusting, or it can be really pretty as well. But the whole concept of shade and light still applies to both. The concept of coloring and color palettes and color theories still apply to both. And trying to get a natural blend on things as well applies to both. So that's it. So they kind of cross over. But because special effects is so intimidating, people don't want to try it. So what I suggest is, if you like doing beauty, it's the same thing. So you just gotta throw it in and just go for it. That is my huge, I know it sounds kind of silly and it's probably not making any sense, but it makes sense to me. I hope it makes sense to some of you guys too. It's just go for it. And I think a big factor is starting off with products from Spirit Halloween. Just start off with cheapy stuff. I still use really cheap stuff when it comes to products, especially special effects, because it's so you just throw it away is the problem. You'll spend hours and hours on a look, and then you'll just take it right off once you're done. So I suggest using Spirit Halloween makeup stuff. That's kind of what got me started in a way. They have zombie palettes and bruise palettes and all that stuff. So I would suggest starting off with Halloween makeups that you can find in Halloween stores now. And then later on, once you feel like you want to actually move on and get better, I would start dabbling into more expensive stuff like Maron, and Ben Nye is really good for burn wheels and bruise wheels and old age wheels and stuff like that. And then Maron is good with they have the same stuff, and so is Graftopian, Krylon. You can start moving on to that, because you know how for beauty you start off with drugstore, and then once you feel like you want to move up a step, you start going to high-end brands. That's how I feel like you should do with special effects. Same concepts. I'm telling you, same concepts, but sometimes you just gotta do it. That's how you get started. I really hope that all makes sense, and I really hope this video, it is almost 15 minutes long, but I really hope you guys appreciate me actually coming on here and kind of giving you guys a breakdown of what's going on, because I know a lot of people are kind of I know some of my actual friends are kind of confused on what's even going on with my life, because it's just been a whirlwind these last 4 months, and then these last 4 days have just been really hectic for me, and I just felt like it was really time for me to actually post and upload a video to YouTube, just to actually speak to you guys, because it's better to speak to you guys so you guys can see my personality a little bit more than you guys just seeing me on Twitter and just me typing out a whole entire thing that was going to end up being probably like 5 different pictures. That would just end up being too much. So, that being said, and everything is covered in this video, I hope. If you guys have more questions, I can definitely answer those on Twitter instead of in a video. I was just answering the 3 or 4 questions that have been mostly asked. Yeah, if you guys have any more questions, just tweet them to me or comment below, and I'll definitely answer them. Other than that, I think I am done. Yeah, I'm done. I really don't know how to do outros to videos. I have not worked on those, obviously, since I only have 3 videos up. So, I guess this is goodbye. I will see you guys in my next video, which will be a tutorial, I promise. And I hope you guys have a good day, because I'm pretty sure most of my followers will be in America. Or most of my viewers will be in America, so I hope your day is good, and I will see you guys in the next video. Is that good? I don't know. We're just going to go with it, so bye. No, that was horrible too. I think I'm just going to end it here. Yeah. We'll just end it there. Okay.